This is NBC 10 News, live at 5.
It's just not fair that people that don't attend here get to walk around.
Right now, could new security measures be coming to Grambling State University? We'll tell you what recently happened that has the chief of police and residents concerned. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Christina Jensen. Our top story at 5, Grambling State University officials confiscate 3 firearms, and now police are hoping to implement new security measures. Let's head straight to NBC 10's Sydney Lane for the very latest details.
Last week, 3 men were arrested on Grambling State campus for possession of firearm. 2 of those men were not GSU students. I spoke with Grambling State Assistant Chief of Police and students to learn if there was a safety concern with the school year just beginning.
Right now, the plan in place to try and protect the students is to put a control access system in place that way we can check guests in. If we know who's on campus, then we can better protect the university. Continue to be proactive, continue to see something and then say something. Just keep that going. It's paid huge dividends just in that first week.
Students don't feel that safety is a concern on campus and are confident in the abilities of the University Police Department to keep students and faculty safe.
I still feel safe at my school only because they are taking like precautionary measures to make sure we're good. They're just trying to make sure that everybody abides by all rules.
We have a strong campus police department behind us, supporting the students, supporting the administration, making sure that we have the safety that we need across this campus.
The concern students do have is with having an open campus that is easily accessible for people who aren't students.
I do hate the fact that we have open campus, because I feel like it's just not fair that people that don't attend here get to walk around. We all worked hard to become students and feel safe on this campus. I feel like people that are just obligated to walk around, no matter who they are, is just kind of not fair. Yeah.
For more information on this story, you can visit myarklamiss.com. Reporting in Grambling for your weather station, I'm Sydney Lane.
Thank you, Sydney. Well, a big discovery by the Monroe Police Department. Officers say they found a stolen SUV out of the Washita River. Now, according to a Facebook post, the vehicle was found this past Monday. Take a look at that. Police say an employee was testing the sonar system in a boat and found a car submerged near the Lazar Park boat ramp. Now, with the help of the dive team, they were able to recover that black Cadillac SUV. Well, let's head to news in South Arkansas now. El Dorado City Parks are struggling to complete project improvements due to ongoing vandalism. NBC 10's Scarlett Gully has this story.
Well, the Lions Club Park will be the first city park here in El Dorado with fully operational public restrooms. But a board member with the El Dorado Parks and Playgrounds Commission says they're facing obstacles with ongoing vandalism.
It's something that we do and we battle every day. Every time we ask for money to do an improvement of the park, the very first question we have to answer is how are we going to deter vandalism. We have had many obstacles securing funding for a bathroom in every park because of the history of vandalism. Drawing on the slides, writing, taking Sharpie and writing not always nice things on the slides that our kids play on. It's very hard to make improvements for the people when the people are the ones vandalizing it.
There's 11 parks dispersed in El Dorado, most of which are in the process of getting upgrades. Union County Leadership Team, also known as U-Lead, spent Wednesday afternoon looking at progress and discussing what else could be done. Hicks says the commission files police reports for serious instead of minor cases, but their team is active in getting all counts of vandalism repaired.
We take care of our vandalism before half the town wakes up. They're out here at the crack of dawn, they're fixing things, they're cleaning things, they're repairing stuff all the time.
The commission says they hope to continue park improvements without vandals interrupting progress. Reporting in El Dorado for your weather station, I'm Scarlett Gully.
All right, thank you, Scarlett. Well, safety improvements are coming to the city of Bastrop. This comes after Drax announces its $3,000 donations to keep Morehouse beautiful for its Fight the Blight project. The project enables demos of unsafe and vacant structures in Bastrop's main corridors. Now be sure to tune in tonight at 10 o'clock as NBC 10's Valerie Moravi will be digging deeper for us and speaking to residents about all of this. Well, the CEO of Entergy announces his retirement today. Now, this news comes as customers customers have been complaining about high Entergy bills throughout the summer. Entergy says Chairman and CEO Leo Denault will retire next year following 23 years of service to the company. He also has a 40-year career in the energy industry. The Entergy Board of Directors elected Andrew Marsh to take his place on November 1st. And speaking of Entergy, the company is offering a $150 credit for Entergy bills for all Louisiana residents. But just a reminder, you must meet the criteria to receive that credit. To see if you qualify and want to apply, just head to unitedwaynela.org/EnergyBill. We also have this information posted on our website, myarklamis.com. Well, Republican Representative Liz Cheney lost by nearly 40 points in Wyoming's primary election last night, falling to a candidate backed by former President Donald Trump. So what does all of this really mean? Well, because of this, now 8 of the 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach the former president are losing their seats or retiring. The results illustrating the former president's continued grip on the party. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest details from Washington.
Especially wonderful to be here.
An overnight loss for Congresswoman Liz Cheney of Wyoming, handing a victory to former President Trump, his sharpest Republican critic losing in a landslide to Trump-endorsed Harriet Hageman after Cheney won that House seat by more than 70 points 2 years ago. She insists she could have won again.
But that path would have required that I accept, that I embrace, that I perpetuate the big lie.
Cheney has blasted the former president's false election claims as vice chair of the January 6th committee and one of 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach Mr. Trump. She's now the 4th to lose a primary to somebody he backed, another 4 retiring in a demonstration of the former president's hold on the GOP, despite mounting pressure in the investigation over his handling of highly classified documents.
There aren't any political consequences for these actions. Trump goes out and has a rally, people still show up.
A judge set to decide tomorrow whether to unseal the affidavit justifying the FBI's search of Mr. Trump's home. Federal prosecutors argue that would jeopardize their investigation and put critical witnesses at risk. At the same time, the former president's former attorney, Rudy Giuliani, facing questioning today before a special grand jury as a target of a separate probe into efforts by Mr. Trump and his allies to overturn his 2020 election defeat in Georgia. Multiple investigations surrounding former President Trump so far not derailing his political payback to those who've opposed him. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, some other big news today, the CDC announcing a sweeping reorganization aimed at changing the agency's culture and restoring public trust. Now, this comes as the agency faces ongoing criticism of its response to COVID-19, monkeypox, and other public health threats. The agency says the reorganization will focus on sharing scientific data faster and making it easier for the public to understand health guidelines. We do have a consumer alert tonight. General Motors recalling nearly 500,000 vehicles because of seatbelt problems. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the recall includes the following models: the 2021, 2022 Chevy Suburban, GMC Yukon, Chevy Tahoes, and Cadillac Escalades. That list can also be found on our website, myarklamis.com. Well, coming up next, the biofuel industry celebrating a major victory. We'll tell you how the newly signed Inflation Reduction Act could impact you and your family.
And in our area, the lawn mowing forecast is a little iffy because the rain was non-existent for a lot of spots this afternoon, except for our southern parishes. Still more rounds of rainfall potentially tomorrow and unsettled through the weekend. A full look at the forecast as NBC 10 News at 5 continues.